Okay, so picture this. It's 2018. I'm at Heathrow Airport in London, right? And I'm absolutely starving. I see this sandwich shop and I confidently walk up to the counter and ask for a chicken sandwich with no bread. The woman just stares at me, completely confused. She goes, "So you want chicken?" And I'm like, "No, no. I mean, I want the sandwich, but without the crust." Oh, groaning at the memory. What I meant to say was without the spread, like mayonnaise, but my brain just completely malfunctioned under pressure.
Wait. So you accidentally ordered deconstructed chicken? Just meat on a plate?
Basically, the poor woman kept trying to clarify and I kept making it worse. Eventually, I just pointed at the sandwich and used hand gestures like I was playing charades. It was mortifying.
And that, ladies and gentlemen, is exactly why we're doing today's episode.
Welcome, everyone, to Talk Podcast. I'm Mark.
And I'm Laura. And if you're new here, welcome to our little corner of the internet, where we make learning English actually fun and, more importantly, useful for real-life situations.
Today, we're tackling one of the most stressful situations for English learners, speaking English at the airport. And before we dive in, if you haven't already, smash that subscribe button. We release new episodes every week, and trust me, you don't want to miss them.
Absolutely. And if you enjoyed today's episode, give us a thumbs up. It really helps us reach more learners like you. Okay, Mark, let's talk airports.
So, Laura, why do you think airports are so intimidating for English learners?
Well, think about it. Airports are this perfect storm of stress factors. You've got time pressure, you can't miss your flight. You've got unfamiliar vocabulary, words you might never use in everyday conversation. And you've got high stakes. If you don't understand something important, you could end up in the wrong country, especially nervously.
Exactly. Plus, there's background noise, announcements echoing everywhere, and people speaking quickly because they're busy or stressed too. It's like an English comprehension obstacle course.
But here's the good news. Airports actually use a lot of repetitive, standardized language. Once you learn the key phrases and vocabulary, you'll feel so much more confident. And that's exactly what we're going to help you with today.
Yes, so we're going to break this down into different scenarios you'll encounter at the airport, from checking in to boarding your plane. We'll give you the vocabulary, common questions you'll hear, and most importantly, how to respond naturally.
Let's start at the beginning. Check-in. Mark, what's the first thing that usually happens?
The airline staff will ask for your documents. You'll typically hear, "May I see your passport and ticket, please?" Or, "Can I have your travel documents?"
Right, and this is simple. You just hand them over and say something like, "Here you go," or "Sure, here you are." Keep it simple and polite.
Now, here's where it gets a bit trickier. They'll usually ask, "Are you checking any bags today?" Or, "How many bags are you checking?"
So, checking bags means bags that go in the cargo hold of the plane, not the bag you carry with you. If you have luggage to check, you say, "Yes, I have one bag to check," or "I'm checking 2 suitcases."
And if you only have carry-on luggage, that's the bag you take on the plane with you, you say, "No, I just have carry-on," or "Just hand luggage, thanks."
Here's a really common question that confuses people. Did you pack these bags yourself? The answer is always yes, because airlines need to make sure you know what's in your luggage for security reasons.
And another one, has anyone given you anything to carry? Again, the answer should be no, unless someone actually did, which would be very unusual and potentially concerning.
Okay, so now they might ask about seating preferences. You might hear, "Would you prefer a window or aisle seat?"
A window seat is next to the window, great for views and leaning against when you sleep. An aisle seat is next to the walkway, easier for getting up and stretching your legs. The middle seat, well, nobody really wants that one.
So true. You can respond with, "A window seat, please," or "I'd prefer an aisle seat if possible."
Finally, they'll give you your boarding pass and say something like, "You're boarding at gate B12, and boarding begins at 3:30 p.m. Have a nice flight."
And you respond with a simple "thank you" or "thanks so much."
All right, next up, security. This is where things can feel really rushed and stressful.
Oh, absolutely. The security officers are focused on efficiency and safety, so they speak quickly and directly. Don't take it personally if they seem a bit abrupt.
Common things you'll hear are remove your laptop and liquids, or take off your shoes, belt, and jacket.
Let's break down that vocabulary. Liquids means things like water bottles, shampoo, any liquid or gel. These need to go in a clear plastic bag, and each container should be 100 milliliters or less.
And laptop is your computer. Tablets and large electronics might also need to come out of your bag. And yes, you literally have to take off your shoes in many airports, especially in the US.
If you're unsure, just watch what other people are doing or ask, do I need to remove this, while pointing at the item?
Continuing, they might also say, step forward, please, or arms up if you're going through the body scanner. Just follow their instructions calmly.
And remember, if you accidentally leave something in your pocket and the alarm goes off, don't panic. It happens all the time. They'll just do a quick pat down or ask you to go through again. Just say, oh, sorry, I think I forgot my keys, or whatever the item is.
One phrase that's really useful if you don't understand is, could you repeat that, please? Or, sorry, I didn't catch that. Security personnel are used to working with international travelers. They'll help you.
Okay, you've made it through security. Now you're waiting at your gate. This is usually a more relaxed phase, but there are still some important announcements to listen for.
This is a final boarding call for passengers on flight BA247 to New York. Please proceed to gate A15 immediately.
So, final boarding call means you need to get to your gate right now. The plane is about to leave. Proceed to just means go to.
You might also hear, flight BA247 has been delayed by 45 minutes, or flight BA247 is now boarding at gate A20. Please note the gate change.
If you hear a gate change, that means you need to go to a different location. Don't just assume it's close by. Sometimes gate changes can mean walking quite far, so move quickly.
When they start boarding, they usually call passengers by groups or rows. You might hear, we're now boarding rows 30 through 45, or now boarding zone 2.
Check your boarding pass. It will tell you your zone or row number. Don't rush to board if it's not your turn yet. Just wait patiently.
And hey, if you need to ask airport staff something while you're waiting, try these phrases. Excuse me, is this the gate for the flight to Paris? Or, what time are we expected to board?
All right, you're boarding. The flight attendant will probably greet you with welcome aboard, or hello, can I see your boarding pass?
Just show them your boarding pass and smile. They might direct you, turn left for economy, or your seat is toward the back on the right side.
Economy is the standard seating class. Business class is the more expensive, comfortable section. If they say toward the back, that means the rear of the plane. Front means near the cockpit.
Continuing, once you're at your seat, you might need to store your carry-on. The overhead bin or overhead compartment is the storage space above the seats.
If you're struggling to fit your bag, you can ask a flight attendant, excuse me, could you help me with this? Or is there space anywhere else for my bag?
During the flight, you'll hear, can I get you anything to drink? Or, would you like chicken or pasta?
For drinks, you can say, water please, or could I have an orange juice? For meals, just choose one of the options they mentioned. I'll have the chicken please.
And if you don't understand what they said, it's totally fine to ask, sorry, what were the options again?
Oh, and if you need to use the bathroom, the polite way to ask is, excuse me, may I get past? If someone's blocking your way, or you can ask the flight attendant, is it okay to use the restroom now?
They'll usually say yes, unless the seatbelt sign is on.
Okay, let's talk about what happens when things don't go according to plan. Because let's face it, travel can be unpredictable.
Right, so lost luggage is a common issue. If your bag doesn't arrive, go to the baggage claim or lost luggage desk. You'll say, my luggage didn't arrive, or my bag is missing. They'll ask for your baggage claim ticket. That's the small sticker they put on your boarding pass when you check your bag. They might also ask you to describe your bag. What does it look like? You can say, it's a large black suitcase with a red ribbon tied to the handle, or it's a navy blue duffel bag.
What about missed connections? If you miss your connecting flight, find an airline customer service desk immediately.
You can say, I missed my connecting flight to Rome. What are my options? They'll usually rebook you on the next available flight.
And if there's a delay or cancellation, remember these phrases. Is there any compensation available? Or can you provide a hotel voucher? Many airlines are required to help you if the delay was their fault.
If you need special assistance, maybe you have a disability or you're traveling with young children, don't hesitate to ask, could I get some assistance, please? Or, is there priority boarding for families?
Airports are actually very accommodating. Most have staff specifically trained to help passengers with special needs.
Laura, let's talk about cultural differences, because this can really affect communication at airports.
Yes, great point. So in English-speaking countries like the UK, the US, Canada, and Australia, politeness is really important. Always say please and thank you.
Even if you're stressed or frustrated, staying polite will get you much better results. Compare these two approaches. I need a window seat now versus, excuse me, would it be possible to get a window seat, please?
Right? The second one is way more likely to get a positive response.
Also, if you make a mistake or bump into someone, say sorry or excuse me. It's just good etiquette.
And here's something people don't always realize. In many English-speaking airports, it's normal to make small talk with staff or other passengers. If someone asks, "Where are you headed?" they're just being friendly.
You can respond simply, I'm going to Barcelona for vacation. How about you?
These little interactions can actually be great English practice, so don't shy away from them.
All right, we're coming to the end of our episode, but before we go, let's leave you with some final confidence-boosting tips.
Number 1, prepare in advance. Before your trip, write down key phrases and vocabulary. Keep this list on your phone or in your pocket for quick reference.
Number 2, don't be afraid to ask people to repeat themselves. You can say, could you speak a bit more slowly, please? Or, I'm sorry, I didn't understand that.
Trust me, airport staff hear this all day long from non-native speakers. They won't judge you.
Number 3, use simple, clear sentences. You don't need to speak in complex, perfect English. Where is gate B12 is much better than trying to form a complicated question and getting confused.
Number 4, body language is your friend. Point at things, use gestures, show your boarding pass. Communication isn't just about words.
And number 5, this is the most important one, remember that mistakes are okay. I ordered chicken with no bread, and I survived.
You lived to tell the tale. And honestly, those embarrassing moments make the best stories later.
Every single person traveling through an international airport is dealing with some level of stress and uncertainty. You're not alone in feeling nervous.
The more you practice, the easier it gets. So if you're planning a trip, start practicing these phrases now. Say them out loud, role play with a friend, or even just practice in front of a mirror.
All right, friends, that's it for today's episode. We covered check-in, security, boarding, and so much more.
If this episode helped you, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to Talk Podcast. We're here every week to help you improve your English in practical, real-world ways.
And don't forget to hit that notification bell so you never miss an episode. We've got some amazing topics coming up. Everything from ordering at restaurants to job interviews in English.
We also love hearing from you. Leave a comment below telling us what's your most memorable airport experience. Have you ever had a funny language mishap like Mark's sandwich incident?
Please tell me I'm not the only one.
And if you have suggestions for future episodes, let us know. We're always looking for topics that will genuinely help you in your English learning journey.
Remember, learning a language is a journey, not a race. Every conversation, every attempt, every little mistake is helping you improve.
So next time you're at an airport, take a deep breath, use what you've learned today, and remember, you've got this.
Thanks so much for listening to Talk Podcast. I'm Mark.
And I'm Laura. Safe travels, everyone.
Bye.